Hello everybody, what's up and welcome back to the Starcraft 2 Ownage Shack. Today it's not going to be a commentary, it's going to be me, David, bringing you a Starcraft tutorial, and it's going to be a Protoss tutorial today. But before I get into that, I do want to give a huge shout out. Now, some of you may notice that my channel background and logo are quite a bit different, and that is because, well, one of my subscribers, NineLivesCinema, actually offered to make me a new channel background and logo, and look at the result. It is absolutely spectacular. I could not be more pleased. Thank you so much, NineLivesCinema. I really appreciate that. He worked so hard, guys. He was literally doing this the whole weekend, and so I really appreciate that. Awesome work. Glad to see the subscribers like me enough to spend that much time on my channel, so thank you again. Anyways, it's going to be a Protoss tutorial here, and I did notice that on my channel page, with the nice new sexy background, one of you had been asking for instructions on how to defend the early Marine Marauder pressure, particularly that 2 Marine, 2 Marauder, and a couple SCV pressure. Well, in this game, that is exactly what the Terran player, Justifier, or Justifié, does. Now, this is me. I am Justifier, and this over here, this is Freak, my friend and practice partner on Battle.net, and we decided we would do some games on the public test realm here. As you can see, this is a brand spanking new map. It's Test Map 5, and really, I really am enjoying these new maps. They're all 4 players, so that's always good. I think that's how StarCraft should be played. But anyways, getting into this tutorial, we do see that the probe is moving out to scout. This is very important. The first step in defending that early Marine Marauder pressure is seeing that it's even coming. And that's going to start by seeing, of course, a barracks. How can you get out Marines and Marauders without a barracks? But no, in all seriousness, seeing this gas is very important as well. Also, right about now is when you should be seeing a second gas if they're going for Banshees. As you can see, there is no second gas, and that is why Banshees should not be coming. Of course, it's still a possibility, but it's going to be tough to rush them fast with Cloak if you don't have that out right about this time. Anyways, the probe is now going to be coming back. This is essential. You need to get your probe back to this barracks. And look, the probe is going to see this tech lab building. That is crucial. If you see 1 Marine followed by a tech lab, that's almost 100% of the time going to be early Marine Marauder pressure, unless they just suck. Now, another thing that they might do off of this is get a Reaper to scout you, and that's possible too, but at least that's not going to kill you. This can actually do wicked damage. It's quite impressive, actually. So, as I said, the first step, you have to scout it, and that is exactly what you should see here. If you're lucky enough, you can see this tech lab, the green there. You'll see little swirlies coming around. That means that they're researching concussive shells, and that's almost a guarantee it's coming. As you can see, Protoss player Freak has now been scouted by me, and because he saw that tech lab, he is going to be getting out a second gateway instead of an early robotics. Very important, that early robo will leave you completely vulnerable should your opponent go for this rush. Now, as you can see, 1 Zealot comes out first. Very important to have a Zealot to tank the damage from those Marauders, and then he's going to be following that up with a Stalker. Notice how he's using his Chrono Boost. He's using it on his Warp Gate technology. That is so important. You need that out as fast as possible so you can warp in more units after the pressure comes. We can see, look at that, the pressure is already on its way. It's going to be a 2 Marine, 1 Marauder pressure with reinforcements coming up. As you can see, the transition from here is 2 extra barracks to really put on more pressure. And we can see that at the time that this comes, right about the 5-minute 30-second mark, Protoss has 1 Zealot and barely 1 Stalker. This is not enough to combat this. You can tell right here this is a very one-sided battle, especially as the second Marauder rolls in. So what do? You pull your Stalker back. And really what you want to do is pull it back before it gets hit by those. Unfortunately, Freak is going to lose this, but that's okay. What you want to do now is pull all of your probes, or at least a decent amount of them, and really try and push these Marauders back. What you want to do is get them down the ramp. That's your goal with these probes. Surround them, push them down the ramp, and warp in a sentry. Keep that sentry alive at all costs. Warp in 2 if you're worried about it dying. Now, as you can see here, these sentries have force fields. That's going to be very important to keep these Marauders back. We see 1 here makes the unfortunate mistake of just peeking up, and he's probably going to die because of that. But as you can see, because of these sentries, I knew I could not push up there anymore. But I thought that on this low ground I might have the advantage. Boy, was I wrong, as you can see here. Obviously, my OP Marauders did not do the job for me there. So that's basically how you defend this. As I said, the key points are, of course, pulling your probes, and then what you want to do is warp in sentries. Now, I do recommend the Zealot Stalker opening. You can go sentry first. It's a little risky though. If you go sentry first and you have one force field, and then after that completes, they just run up the ramp and kill you, that's no good. But it can still work. So that's basically how you defend it. I'm not going to show you the whole game, but that's okay because it is a tutorial. It's not meant to be a commentary or anything. I will let you know that Freak wins after this though. But anyways, thank you for watching this tutorial. Now, of course, this is a brand new series for me, so if there's anything you want to see different about it, if you have any suggestions to improve it, or if you don't like it at all, well, just leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Constructive criticism is always welcome here at the Starcraft 2 Own It Shack, so thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you again for another tutorial.